students and scholars of English literature and grammar. Today we are going through a lesson that is written by Anonymous, a truly beautiful mind. The chapter throws some light on the life and work of Albert Einstein. Dear students, who does not know Albert Einstein, who is a well recognized personality in the field of science. Albert Einstein was one of the greatest scientists of the world, whose appreciation, whose admiration and praise we listen from Amitabh Bachchan and even from our present Chancellor Modi ji, who is the great source of inspiration for the students of medical science. He was born in Germany on March 14, 1879. Even as a child, he was much different from other children. He loved to play with mechanical toys. He got his education in Switzerland because he found the atmosphere in German schools very stifling. After completing his education, he came back to Germany in 1903. He married a girl named Mileva, whom he loved dearly, but their marriage broke in 1919, and Albert married a cousin of his. By this time, Albert had become very famous because of his theory of relativity. He was honored all over the world. Dear friends, as we have studied about Newton, who has invented the third law of speed, and he expressed himself as the most humble and polite person of the world. In the poem of Alexander Pope, we read the appreciation of Newton, where he says that I am just picking up the pebbles from the vast ocean. Means humility makes us victor, arrogant loses all whosoever. Albert had become very famous because of his theory of relativity. He was honored all over the world. In 1921, he was awarded the Nobel Prize for Physics. In 1933, the Nazis came to power in Germany. Now Einstein left Germany and went to the USA. In 1938, it was known that the Nazis would make an atom bomb. Einstein warned the American government about the dangers of such a bomb. Now, Americans secretly developed an atom bomb of their own. In August 1945, this bomb was dropped on the two Japanese cities of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. The extent of destruction caused by it shocked Einstein deeply. Now he started campaigning for peace and democracy in the world. He proposed to the United Nations that the world government should be formed. Einstein died in 1955 at the age of 76. He was not only a scientific genius but also a great visionary and a world citizen. Albert Einstein was born on March 14, 1879 in the German city of Ulm. In the German city of Ulm, he born on March 14, 1879. Dear friends, we see and we read recordable and historical events that happened just after 4 years in 1893. It was the arriving of Swami Vivekananda in Chicago, and there was the demise of Walt Whitman in 1892. Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose also born in 1893. Before this important event, we read there was the birth of Albert Einstein in Germany in 1879. There was no indication that he was designed to become a great man. On the contrary, his mother taught him to be a freak because he had such a large head. Albert was now 2.5. Still he could talk. Finally he did learn to speak, but he would say everything twice. The other children found him boring. Albert played by himself much of the time. He loved to play with mechanical toys. When his little sister Meda was born, he thought it was a mechanical toy. He asked where her wheels were. Einstein began to learn violin at the age of 6. His mother wanted him to learn it. He became very skillful in it. He maintained this skill all his life. Einstein went to a high school in Munich, in Germany. He scored good marks in almost every subject. His favorite subjects were mathematics and physics, but his teachers had no good opinion of him. He often clashed with him. He did not like the school's extremely strict discipline, and he left the school for good when he was 15. Now Einstein went to Switzerland and continued his study there. He found the atmosphere in Switzerland more liberal than that in Germany. There he met a girl named Mileva Mary and fell in love with her. She was a very intelligent girl. Einstein wanted to marry her after completing his studies. In 1900, at the age of 21, Albert became a university graduate. For 2 years, he remained unemployed. He earned his living by giving private lessons. Then in 1902, he got a job but kept working in secret at his own project. In 1905, he came out with his special theory of relativity. It was this theory that has given the world-famous formula of physics, E is equal to mc square. Albert had already married Mileva in 1903, but the marriage didn't go off well. Albert divorced Mileva in 1919 and married a cousin of his. By this time, Albert had become very famous. He had published his general theory of relativity in 1915. It was proved right at the time of the solar eclipse in 1919. Now honors and invitations came to the Einstein from all over the world. The press called his work the scientific revolution in 1921. He was awarded the Nobel Prize for Physics. Dear friends, it's well-known fact that Rabindranath Tagore, who got Nobel Prize in 1913 in literature, and Albert Einstein got Nobel Prize for Physics in 1921. In 1933, the Nazis came to power in Germany. They were very cruel and ruthless people. Now Einstein left Germany and went to the USA. In 1938, it was known that the Nazis had divulged how to make an atom bomb. Einstein informed the American government about the dangers of such a bomb. Now the Americans worked secretly and made an atom bomb of their own. In August 1945, this bomb was dropped on the two Japanese cities of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Einstein was deeply shocked by the extent of destruction caused by it. Now he started campaigning for peace and democracy in the world. He wrote a letter to the United Nations that a world government should be formed. Unluckily, his letter was not given much importance. Einstein died in 1955 at the age of 76. He was not only a scientific genius, but also a great visionary and a world citizen. This is very knowledgeable, informative, instructive and directive speech for all our Indian youngsters to make them able to go in research deeply. Dear friends, here are some questions related to this lesson. What did Einstein call his desk drawer at the patent office? He called the drawer the Bureau of Theoretical Physics. While working in this office, he secretly worked at his theory of relativity also. He kept all his papers in his desk drawer. That was why he called it the Bureau of Theoretical Physics. Why did Einstein write a letter to Franklin Roosevelt? The Nazis in Germany had made the discovery of nuclear fission. Now they could make an atom bomb easily. Einstein wrote to Franklin to warn him how destructive an atom bomb could be. How did Einstein react to the bombing of Hiroshima and Nagasaki? Einstein was shocked at the extent of destruction caused by the bomb. He wrote a long letter to the United Nations. He suggested that there should be a world government. Now he started campaigning for peace and democracy. Why does the world remember Einstein as a world citizen? Einstein was a great supporter of peace and democracy. He was in favor of a world government. He wanted all the world to function as one unit. That is why the world remembers him as a world citizen. What did Einstein do when the Nazis came to the power in Germany? Einstein left Germany and went to the USA. What did Einstein start doing after the destruction caused by the atomic bomb attack on Hiroshima and Nagasaki? Einstein was deeply shocked by the extent of destruction caused by it. Now he started campaigning for peace and democracy in the world. Why did Einstein call his desk drawer the Bureau of Theoretical Physics? While working in the patent office, he secretly worked at his theory of relativity also. He kept all his papers in his desk drawer. That was why he called it the Bureau of Theoretical Physics. What impression do you form of Einstein from this chapter? Einstein was not only a scientific genius but also a great visionary and a world citizen. He was a great supporter of peace and democracy. He was in favor of a world government. He wanted all the world to function as one unit. Your presence is praiseworthy, admirable and appreciable. Today it is very nice time, nice place, nice section. We are appreciating words, thoughts and ideas of Albert Einstein. Dear friends, such stories are really the source of inspiration, motivation for our youngsters that will make them able to be talented, mannered, styled, which is the great need of this modern time. On social media, our all scholars and learners are busy in running YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Google. But how they are learning, it is the matter of understanding for us. Thank you for your presence today. Nice to see all of you.